Hey Mustangs, welcome to your Thursday edition of the Daily Update. I'm Melia Masumoto. Let's get to the news. SMU is updating its mask policy. That story tops today's Mustang Minute. Masks will no longer be a requirement on campus starting May 15th. All classrooms will be mask optional for the fall 2022 semester, except for the health center and campus shuttles. The COVID case management reporting and the daily dashboard will also be discontinued. SMU will continue to provide COVID testing and vaccinations for students and employees on campus. This decision comes after COVID cases and health restrictions are continuing to decrease in the U.S. There could be some relief at the gas pump soon. President Biden is planning on releasing up to 1 million barrels of oil every day from the country's petroleum reserve. The move comes as gas prices across the country are skyrocketing after the U.S. imposed sanctions on Russia. Crude oil traded at more than $100 a barrel this week, up from about $60 a barrel at this time last year. It's unknown how long the duration of the release will be, but some tell Bloomberg that it could last for several months. We're seeing gas prices around $4 a gallon in North Texas, but over in California, they're paying more than $6 a gallon. Bruce Willis is stepping away from his acting career after his recent diagnosis of aphasia. The disease is a language disorder and impacts cognitive abilities, making it difficult to communicate. His family members posted this message to social media in hopes to help fans understand his recent struggles and the decision to leave his acting career. Johns Hopkins medical experts say some people can fully recover from this disorder through speech therapy, while some remain with forms of aphasia. 10 minutes and 4 seconds. That's how long it took for the Blue Origin's latest flight, the New Shepard, to head into space and return back to Earth. The mission was 2 days late due to weather issues in West Texas, but the launch was successful Thursday morning. The computer-controlled New Shepard reached an altitude of 66 miles, which is 4 miles higher than the area between what scientists call discernible atmosphere and space. It was the first flight that didn't have a celebrity on board. The 6 passengers included the spacecraft's chief designer and chief architect. Comedian Pete Davidson was supposed to be on the flight, but had to back out because of a conflict with the new launch date. Commercial flights are expected to begin later this year. On Sunday, 2 new head coaches were announced on the Hilltop. SMU TV's Grace Lawrence takes you through all the coaching changes SMU has seen this past year with the Pony Update.
Hey Mustangs, I'm Grace Lawrence. Welcome in to the Pony Update. In just over 1 year, 6 new faces are now in charge of various sports on the Hilltop, creating a coaching carousel here at SMU. We're going to catch you up to speed, starting with Toyelle Wilson, who replaced Travis Mays just over 1 year ago. She came to the Hilltop with a stellar resume, coaching under Hall of Fame Kim Mulkey at Baylor and Kim Barnes-Arico at Michigan. She led the team to a conference playoff semifinal and NIT first-round appearance this year. Now over to women's golf, where Lauren Mason is in her first season at head coach. She came to the Hilltop after 2 successful seasons in charge at Texas A&M Commerce. When Sonny Dykes headed to Fort Worth, Rhett Lashley came back to Dallas, this time as the head coach, after 2 seasons at Miami as the offensive coordinator. Before Miami, Lashley was the SMU OC with a specialty in coaching quarterbacks and developing stars like former Mustang and now Baltimore Raven James Prochet. Samantha Erger was hired in February and replaces Lisa Seifert, who retired after 26 seasons as head coach of the program. Erger comes to the Hilltop after 8 seasons at Baylor, with the last 2 being associate head coach. Nicole Nelson returns to the Hilltop, this time as head coach. She previously served 8 seasons under Chris Petruselli, who she replaces. She has more than 20 years of coaching under her belt and even received Co-Big 12 Coach of the Year in 2010 at Oklahoma. And lastly, Rob Lanier, another veteran coach who most recently took Georgia State to a conference title and NCAA tournament appearance this past season. He coached under Rick Barnes at Tennessee and Texas as well. He replaces Tim Jankovich, who retired on March 22nd. Tune into Press Pass on Monday for more in-depth coverage of sports across the Hilltop. For SMU TV, I'm Grace Lawrence.
Grace, and that's your Mustang Minute.
The SPCA of Texas has served the North Texas community since 1938. We offer a wide variety of programs and services designed to help people and pets in our community. We're an open adoption agency. And what that means is you can come in, take a look around, and take home your perfect pet today. Also, we don't euthanize for time or space, so every animal who comes through our doors spends as much time as they need to find their forever home.
Some of the most rewarding parts of this job is to be able to watch people bond with their new family members.
For more information, visit www.spca.org.
Hi Mustangs, I'm Melia Masumoto here with your 5-day forecast. Get ready for some ideal weather on the Hilltop over the weekend before a rainy start to next week. Thursday reaches a high of 68 and overnight temperatures getting a little chilly with a low of 45. Dallas must be doing something right. The high both Friday and Saturday sits at a sweet 75 degrees. Friday will have partly cloudy skies with a low 45. Saturday has sunny skies and a low of 54. Sunshine remains on Sunday with a high in the lower 80s and a low of 52. Monday, rain returns to the Metroplex with an 80% chance of precipitation. Temperatures will drop with a high in the lower 70s and a low of 61. That's your 5-day weather forecast, Mustangs. For SMU TV, I'm Melia Masumoto.
Recognize these poles? These are just a few of over 60 emergency blue light cell phone poles on SMU's campus.
If a student pushes the button on the to call button on the blue light phone, it immediately goes to our dispatch center. Dispatch immediately, it alerts them to what blue light phone the button was pushed at, so they send officers to that phone. Even if nothing's said, just the button is pushed, they'll go to that location.
The poles are strategically placed so that a blue light can be seen from every point on campus.
I think the SMU campus police department does a really good job of always making sure we're really safe, but just in case they would ever need a little backup, we have the emergency poles.
If one person is helped by them, then they've done their job.
For more information, call the SMU Police Department at the number on your screen.
This zoo animal has been enjoying life on the run. A flamingo is continuing his fugitive life in the Gulf Coast of Texas. This fugitive flamingo has been on the run for 17 years. The flamingo named Pink Floyd escaped from the Kansas Zoo in 2005. They were able to confirm his identity with a numbered leg band, but officials say they have no plans to recapture the bird. Well, we hope you find your flock, Pink Floyd. Otherwise, you can always fly solo. And who knows, maybe even go to the dark side of the moon. Well, that's all we have for you, Mustangs. Remember, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/SMU Television and follow us on Twitter at SMU TV. If you have any story ideas, shoot us an email, smutv@smu.edu. Thanks for watching this Thursday edition of the Daily Update. Tune in next week for more news from the Hilltop. Until then, have a great day and pony out.
SMU TV and the Division of Journalism want to thank our underwriters, North Park Center in Dallas, Javier's Gourmet Mexicano on Cole Avenue, and Advance ER off West Lovers Lane. We appreciate your support of student media.